Welcome to According to Low Elo, guys. My name is Dean.
And I'm Tyler.
And I know we kind of slowed down on episodes. Nothing's been happening.
It's that time of year.
Riot's been in fucking the Bahamas, wherever the fuck they are. They're chilling. I don't know. I was going to say, what is it? Like, the Pope didn't die and he's on vacation. And where's he say?
Thanks, Pike. In Aruba? Did you say
Aruba? Yeah, Rand just mouthed it. They're in vacation in Aruba. Okay, so nothing's been happening, but today they teased the first set of changes for the patch, which is next week. One really quick side note: we had no idea when this patch was going to come out until like today. We had no idea when season 13 was going to begin, but we found out today. So it begins on the 10th, which is a Tuesday. So that's
usually what they do is Tuesdays.
But the patch comes out on Tuesday?
Well, they usually do the seasons on Tuesdays. Because it usually ends on a Tuesday and then begins. I don't know. It's when
I think the patch is coming on Tuesday.
Probably, whatever.
It's just
new Riot. It's gonna get delayed to fucking Friday at some point. It's never consistent. Remember when it used to come out on Mondays, and then it used to come out every Thursday, and it's just every day. Every year is different. So
I remember when they did. We don't need to get too in this, but they were like they didn't know when to put out patches. It was like every 2 weeks, and then a month, and then
I
2
remember
weeks again.
They had said at one point. I remember seeing on something they were like, we don't know how consistently we're going to put out patches, so don't expect one every 2 weeks or something like that. And I think from that point on, it's been like every 2 weeks except for holidays. So
stupid.
Right.
Stupid. But yeah, so in particular, Jax is getting a midscope. We're going to be talking about Jax today. But first, we got some things to answer. So we're going to start over here on the Discord. Let me open up the display. Boom. Here we go.
There we go.
So let me open full post. Perfect. Okay. So I had asked, and this is also last week's Spotify, what do you think is going to be seen in the Season 13 opening cinematic? We know it's going to be nuts. Last year's was really good. I don't think one is going to beat... what was the one with Jin? Awaken?
I don't know what
was it Awaken?
I don't know what any of them are called, so...
It's Awaken. The one with Jin and Camille, and then it was like Aurelia and Ionia. I'm trying to think of like another one. And then what was the one with like Silas and Lux? Whatever. They're usually epic.
Yes.
And they look
Twist
great.
of Fate is still my favorite one.
There you go. So
that's the only one I know because it's Twisted Fate and Twist of Fate, you know what I'm
saying? So I asked, the community, what are you gonna see? What do you want to see? What do you think is gonna see? I think I threw it out last time we mentioned this. I'm hoping we get some like Arcane Season 2 stuff. Like, give me some Piltover. Like, give me like if they can show Zeri, Renata, like more Jinx, Vi, Kaylin.
I would take Noxus because they kind of tease that in Arcane.
So we asked, and we started here with Jazzy. He said, "I really hope to see some hints of Arcane's coming season." Thank you. They said it wouldn't happen in 2022, but maybe this season. I played since release of Ari and stopped after a while, and Arcane brought me back. I really love how Riot seemed to care about the depths of the characters. Now we're back to having overtly complicated kits and end up having a 0.1% pick rate because nobody likes them at Neela and Zeri. Regardless, I'd love for them to dive more into the Arcane universe in the coming season. Yeah, I would be scared that they don't do like a Rune Nation thing again where the whole season is like one story.
Right.
But I don't think they could go wrong with Arcane.
So I do want to combat the idea of Neela because, and I'll combat Zeri for Purple's sake because I know how much Purple loves Zeri. I find Neela really, really fun. I think people haven't figured out where she fits best, and I don't think it's in the current meta with the amount of tanks and the amount of damage that these tanks are putting out. She just can't withstand that. She's rather squishy for a champion that has a ridiculous heal buff and XP buff. So I think she probably just needs a bit of a tune in the right direction, but I'm scared that it's going to turn to overtune because it'd be really easy. But she plays really interestingly between being a melee and what I would call like a ranged melee, where like it's a melee attack with just extended range, right? Um, so I do like that champion, and like I said, on Purple's behalf, Zeri is still viable, actually possibly more viable now than she has been in a while. So um,
I think
that is also cool to see. But I know what you're talking about when you say that like no one understands really how these fucking champions work.
it's. I mean, not to spend too much time on it, but like
Right,
everyone thought she was insanely broke. Oh my god, she's giving XP to allies, like extra XP, but
right.
where the fuck is she? She doesn't exist. So, yeah, thank you, Jazzy. Um, yeah, what did Sorcery here say?
Sorcery said, "Void, please, please, finally do something with this random collection of space champs or champions." Sorry. Um, I gotta agree. Followed up with saying Belvussy Mommy is cool and all, but she creates more questions about the Void on top of all the other vague nonsense from the previous Void champion lore. And I wonder, excuse me, I wonder how much of that they're trying to save to explore in Arcane.
Yeah, because they
You
kind
got
of
the
had,
slight hint,
yeah, right, with Victor opening up the
right?
portal and stuff.
Right.
I I definitely would. I'm hoping to God there's a void event coming because a lot of people have been asking about that. It's like also the whole thing with like they could do so many fucking cool things with a void event. Just like the fact that in like the Howling Abyss, the Watchers are encased in ice at the bottom.
Right.
Lysandra is like guarding it. Like, come on, they have so much potential to make some massive void event. Um, Belveth is interesting because I don't think she's like a point. I'm assuming like all the void monsters are like I don't think they're hive mind, but like she's not a part of that. I think she's like a separate entity that just thrives in the void. We kind of got that with the cinematic last year, with the ending with Kaisa going to the void, and then when Belveth got released, um, she like combated, she discovered that. I
Right.
want to see more. I want to see like Cassidon too. Like, come on, or Malzahar, all that good stuff. There's just so much shit, but we're gonna get like some dumb event that's gonna be like we're gonna get Earth. We're gonna get Earth back for a void event.
I would love to see some Cassidon. That's a champion that like he's been around for as long as he has, and just not getting any more information on him is kind of weird to
I
me.
I yeah. There's just so many. Oh, it'd be awesome to see. I mean, usually in these cinematics, they have separate like couple things. Like in the one I was talking about, like they had the Silas Gear and Lux in the Freljord, and then they had like
Right.
Jinx and Vi and Piltover, or Caitlyn and Vi and Piltover. They have like separate things that their little stories are doing, but I know they
We're,
are missing a big opportunity if they don't.
we're not doing Void Ruination. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jazzy, we can't do that. There's no way. Ruination was such a flop that I don't know that it could be enhanced by picking a different region
Could you
like the Void.
imagine the like dating simulator but with void monsters?
It's just gonna be Malzahar and Cassadaddy the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
So thank you, sorcery. Moving on, purple. Let me move this aside so we all can see this. Purple said, "Well, since we've seen Shurima, Ixtal, and all those great places, the next place we need to visit would be the Void. I only say this because the war between the Void and Shurima, and also the Darkin with their new Darkin Assassin coming out. It only makes sense. That's one thing I totally forgot about because the next champion is a like Darkin. It's like a dog or
Oh,
something.
that's true.
I have a feeling we will probably we probably will see this new champion at least teased in this trailer.
You think so? Oh yeah, I guess.
It's been a minute since the last champion came out.
I don't think we're gonna see a champion till February.
Well,
About mid-February.
that's what I'm
But
saying, just like a teaser. So
right.
not revealing anything, but like, oh hey, look at this.
When does the cinematic usually come out?
See, that's the other thing. The fact
Does
that
it
it's
drop on the day that the
I
thing
bet
starts?
I bet $20 it comes out on Friday. We're recording this on Wednesday the 4th. I bet it'll usually shit like that drops on a Friday. What are they gonna drop it on a Monday?
Yeah, bro.
And this is so weird that the season's starting on a Tuesday. So it's like I have a feeling it'll be Friday. I know.
Wait,
It's,
wait, wait. You think it's weird the season starting on Tuesday? Did I mention that LCS is going to afternoons on Thursdays and Fridays?
yeah, we don't even need to talk about that.
I know,
Everyone
but
knows how we feel about that.
that's what I'm saying. But my point is, I don't even know why we're surprised.
Um, we'll see. We don't know. Riot could just be like, "Fuck you, no cinematic." How insane would that be?
Yeah, I mean, it would be nuts. It would be something. That's for damn sure.
So thank you, Purple. Look, okay, it looks like Sorcery added something too, and she said it didn't seem like there was anything cohesive about the Void monsters appearing in the call. Yeah, because in the last years it had like Rek'Sai battling Talia and Kaisa. Like I want to, yeah. So she said like I want to know what's up with Lysandra teaming up with the Watchers, who are probably linked to Vel'Koz. I think I know Lysandra, as far as I know, is of lore. Lysandra made a deal with the Watchers to bring, and then her two sisters got killed, or she killed her sisters, and then she entombed the Watchers at the bottom of the Howling Abyss. I don't think
Yes, I
she's
believe
teaming up
so.
with. She's like trying to like cover it up, literally with eyes.
Yeah, yeah. I think she teamed up with them and realized it was a mistake,
Mm-hmm.
and then entombed them. But then I don't remember who was it. The Watchers that gave her the helmet.
No, I know. As far as old lore, I think yeah, an sign blinded her,
Oh, that's right, the
but
polar bear.
that's
Which is
old polar
oh, is that
bears.
old lore? Okay.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Shout out to Cutie
Uh,
Pie of an sign.
what the hell is an sign?
um, yeah, it'd be cool to see some more Freljord stuff. So yeah, it just felt everything is just yeah, everything's connected. So guys, thank you.
Oh, I want to add to that. Thoticus did drop some notes on Spotify,
Okay,
and Thoticus said, "My prediction: our set goes looking for his dad.
okay.
Anivia fully returns to the Freljord. Yumi finds Nora, and Zarian Echo fight scene. See, the Zarian Echo thing actually would be really fucking cool.
I don't need to see
Almost,
Yumi in a cinematic. I'm sorry, Thoughty.
And just because we said Ursine, the funniest thing is that that is like a Latin word for bears.
Right? It's
Anyways,
okay.
anyway,
The
I
more you
didn't know
know.
that. I remember I had seen that once. I'm like, Ursine, why was it Ursine again? I was like, oh yeah, it just means bear. It's like taxonomy for bears. So
So
a
yeah,
little science lesson for you guys. Don't say you didn't learn nothing today.
yeah. So thank you guys for participating. If you guys want to contribute to this, probably keep this open until the cinematic actually drops. You can join the Discord. Hit the link tree if you're watching on YouTube or wherever in the details. Join the Discord. We got some other threads going in here if you guys want to check it out, contribute, make a thread. So moving on, we will talk about Jax. I know we've
Okay.
talked about him a few times, and I remember I've always said like his ulti just kind of feels wonky, and the fact that like you have to build AP for his ult to give you more magic resist is kind of weird. It worked when like Gunblade existed because you could build Gunblade,
Sure.
but it just kind of feels it's very boring.
It's dated.
It's
It's
very
dated
dated.
as fuck. But you're right. It kind of feels bad. Like here's a champion that is like an attack speed based bruiser, right? He wants to be able to hit you, in multiples of 3 to get that pop on the ulti passive. And why is he building AP items?
I mean, to be
That's
fair,
that's silly.
back in the day, like you said, it's dated. Back in the day, Gunblade, and then
Right, right,
Rage
right,
Blade. Rage Blade used to become AP, have AP.
right, right. But yeah, now
Outdated.
they've killed those items, they just never got to catch up. And he's still kind of a gross champion, even in the current form.
No,
You know what I mean?
he's strong. He needs to get going a little bit, but like he's pretty much unstoppable.
Right.
But I know we've talked about him a few times and thrown ideas back and forth. But finally, Midscope, it's coming. I was able to hop onto PBE, and I'll explain like why in a second, just to see. So this first part really confused me because it says passive can now go fishing in the river to periodically catch fish and gain 1 gold. Killing fish champions also award 1 bonus gold. I literally thought they got rid of his
What a
attack
troll.
speed passive.
Oh, they added this as well.
This is hidden. This is not listed anywhere in his
Oh,
things. So,
it seems hella troll, but okay. They're bringing back these little
well,
mini buffs.
isn't his the
He's a
icon?
fisherman.
The
Right.
icon is him fishing, right?
Right.
So, it's a hidden passive, kind of like the sunglass one, or like what's the other ones that you deal with? Like Brand deals 1 more damage to Zyra or something.
No. Oh yeah. Leona and Sunglass Champions. She deals 1 less damage to champions wearing sunglasses.
So this is just like another hidden thing that they are
Right.
putting in the game. But
Oh,
again,
they might have removed that from Leona.
when I but like I said, when I read this, I was like, wait, what about his attacks? His ramping up attack speed? They just get rid of that? They didn't. They just are just putting this here, and it's kind of troll the way they did it.
Got it.
So I went on PBE. I just played like a custom game for like 20 minutes just against bots. I was walking up and down that river like 20 times. Did not see one fish. So unless they haven't added it yet, I was like, okay, it's not there. I wanted to see what like the animation looked like. So I don't know. I was like, I guess it's fine. It's kind of memey. I mean, Jax. Yeah, I don't know.
I was just looking to see if the sunglasses thing. Oop, I didn't mean to click a video.
I think
Let's
they
see if it was
I think they
still-
removed it. Jazzy says they removed it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, you have to stand still for 10 seconds. Okay. I'll have to do that next time.
Oh.
So the one thing now that popped into my mind, I'm like, all right, River Jax.
Well, what I don't understand is if they removed him from everybody else, why did they add that to Jack?
It's gonna become so. How much you want to fucking bet there's gonna be some crazy bug that like when he's fishing, it's
Yeah,
gonna give him
30
like 30 gold, 50
per
gold
second. Per second.
There'll be some dumb shit like that.
Right. No, absolutely. That's what I'm worried about. I think that's why they got rid of some of the other ones because it was like, okay, well, this isn't working or it's becoming more of a problem. But like, I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense. Like, okay, we're in the point of the game where we don't do those anymore, even though like really they don't make a difference. But like, why are we adding that back now? It is hella memey and it's hella trolly, and that's fine. But like, give everyone else theirs back then too. You know.
I don't know.
Wasn't there a ninja one too?
Oh yeah, did you do more damage?
Did you do more damage to other ninjas or less damage if there was more than one ninja on your team or something like that?
Was it literally what I remember the ninja stat on TFT, that one TFT set.
I think that's what it's from. I think that's what it's from. I don't remember.
Who knows why they're adding it? Who knows?
Yeah. My point is that seems weird to me, but okay, whatever. I'm not hating on it. It's not really like that. Okay. For every ninja on the team, each ninja had -1 max HP.
There you go.
Okay.
Glad they got rid of that.
So the Q, the leap strike, it's got this great thing going on where they're actually getting rid of the AP ratio.
No, I like that. I really like that because
it's fucking intelligent.
I want to say, hold on, I'm just quickly peeking at the tweets from SpiderX. I want to say they dropped the AP ratio on his W too. Maybe they didn't.
So.
Maybe they didn't.
I thought I saw that somewhere.
No changes. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm looking at August Twitter. Said no changes. So we're good.
Oh,
okay.
August
So leap strike. Leap strike. No more AP scaling. Great. I love it. I'm not building AP on this champion, and even if the only AP you'd have is just from Baron, right?
Right, and it's fine if you wanted to, I guess, leave like a 10 or 20% on there or whatever, just for that Baron buff like they have on some of those champions. But also, not having it, I think, is just as fine too. Like, it's not a problem to me. I think it makes sense.
All right.
It's stupid.
Wait, get ready when I read this next sentence, because it's not going to make sense.
I'm ready.
Counter-Strike. Helicopter Dick. Damage change from a bunch of numbers that'll probably change. Physical damage to a bunch of numbers that are probably going to change. But it now is going to scale 4% max HP of the target with 100% AP scaling ratio. Magic damage, baby.
That's the Baron buff right there.
I'm going
That's
fucking
the Baron.
Gnasher's Tooth. Fuck
I
you
can
in
see
the
it.
ass. No, it's
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Leave my butthole alone, sir.
I the scaling, all that nonsense live. I love the max HP target.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that's good.
it's good because there's, I mean, they're spoilers if you've looked up what they're doing to like tank items. They're gonna make tanks tankier. Jax needs a little extra help. Even it's another thing for clearing the jungle too. Like it's a little bit quicker
Right.
on clearing the jungle. So I like it. Also, another thing that I realized I did, and in the tooltip, it tells you. So when you activate Counter Strike, it increases the damage on how many attacks you dodge or whatever to like a limit. It actually has a counter and it tells you the exact damage on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
That's really awesome. Okay, okay.
All right.
I like this that they changed the bonus damage for attack from total to just base damage.
Mm.
Like that's good because he could really pump out a lot of damage on the Counter Strike, and also how many people are using the are using it to absorb damage and pump damage out. Usually people are swinging the helicopter around and then leap striking as it's gonna pop. You know what I mean? So like that doesn't do a whole lot for you anyways. So
All right. Here's the
okay.
big one though.
The Grandmaster's Might changes. Okay, the passive damage reduced. Um, it was 100 to 180 with a 70% AP ratio, and they've dropped it to 80 to 160 with a 60% AP ratio. So not much of a nerf. That'll probably stay, but it has added VFX and sound effects when it's ready. So that's interesting.
I like
Um,
that because like now instead of having to like click on if you're playing against the Jax, you'll be
click
able
on
to
this
visual see
icon.
it
Yeah.
instead of yeah. So it's nice.
Um, New active. Jax swings his lantern around him, dealing 150 to 350 plus 100% AP magic damage to nearby enemies. Okay, so he's doing magic damage with the ulti. If he hits a champion, he gains some armor. That's gonna. I don't know if those numbers are gonna stay. So some armor is also gonna scale with his bonus AD plus plus some per champion hit. That's also gonna scale. That's a percentage.
That's
As well as
a
60% of that value as MR for the next 8 seconds. Okay, so he's kind of like Jin Zhao. Xin Zhao, sorry. You jump in there, cast it, hit everybody, and the more people you hit, the more bonuses you get.
I'm
Am I
assuming
understanding?
they added yeah, you're that's exactly what it is. I'm assuming there was it meant to be a percentage sign after that 25 for the magic resist or for the extra champions hit.
No, I think it is. I think it's a percent. You're gonna get so you hit a champion. So this says 25 to 65 with a 40% bonus AD ratio, right?
So then you're going to get
For
another
every champion you hit, you're gonna get an extra 15, 20, or 25% on top of that value
seems like
added
a
to it.
lot.
I think those numbers will change, but also he's it is only for 8 seconds. It's not too nuts because it's resistances and not damage. And
Also
then also during
uh,
this time, the passive damage applies every second attack instead of every third. I don't think it's as nuts as it seems, but I think those numbers will probably come down an extra 5, maybe 10%.
I don't know, I'd be curious. I just don't know. So I mean, like you said, you're going to want to jump in like 5-man as
If you
Jax. You
could.
want a team fight because you're
Yeah,
going to be
what you're
tanky
probably
as
gonna
shit.
do is walk in, swinging your helicopter dick, jump in with a leap strike, try to hit as many people, and then ulti immediately. I would think, or you're ulting immediately and then you're swinging. Or no, I would think you'd swing first because you want to make use of the added resists.
I'd say the biggest thing I love about this is the fact that his bonus magic resist that you get is going to be scaling off your AD because it's a
Yep.
percentage of what your armor is. So
Yep.
60% value. So you're still going to favor. He's more
Armor
yeah,
versus
exactly.
MR.
But you build more AD, you're going to get more value out of your resistances on your ulti. I like it. I guess I like the fact that his ult just like does flat out damage now. Because I kind of just felt bad to just activate it and then run it away. Um, but no, if you jump, like prep your helicopter dick, Q, jump in, and then pop that motherfucker in the center of everybody. Oh my god! Imagine like Oriana Jax combos are gonna be gross.
Oh,
That's gonna be good.
yeah. I I like that this is scaling off AD because it's going to incentivize players to actually build more damage and build a little bit less of that bruiser mix. Like you might build some health, but you're probably not going to build a whole lot of resistances. You know what I mean? Like you might go force of nature just for the extra bonus you get, but like you're probably looking at attack speed items. Hell, he probably could make use of something like a shield bow or something like that if he wanted to, or a gourd drinker, as opposed to like right now, what is he using? He's
I think
Triforce, I
he
think.
needs a Sheen.
I mean, Sheen's good, but like I'm saying, I think it
Mm.
opens him up to more build possibilities without feeling like I have to build these resistance items. Like he's probably not gonna build a dead man's plate. Um, he'll probably still build like a Sterix gauge, right? Um,
If I see
but he's
my
gonna
Jax
stay
building
away from those.
crit, I'm gonna suplex them out of my
If he
apartment.
he might build away from those tankier, like the tank items, and more in the bruiser items, if that makes sense.
I can still see him. I think Sunder is probably still good on him. Like
Thunder's probably still good.
Death Dance.
Um,
Sojin is
but yeah, see,
probably
Death Dance is a
insane on
fighter
him.
bruiser item. Shojin's be really good. Right, right.
I haven't played Jax. It still make me want to play
But
Jax
like
though.
that's what I'm saying is like you're not gonna feel like you have to like, oh, I really need to get this Warden's Mail item, whatever you're gonna scale that into. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna have that attached to your ulti. You're like, I don't need all that because I have the ulti to give me those resistances, and I'm gonna fight when that's up. Which, by the way, is gonna be up at level. When you're probably team fighting, it's gonna be up every minute and a half, so it's not a terribly long cooldown. Plus, you're gonna probably have some ability haste in there anyways, so you're probably having that at like rank 2. You're probably having that up like every minute, so every actual team fight you'll have it up and ready anyways. So
I don't know. How do you feel? Do you think? I feel like this might make him like really OP.
I like that it's not. What are they calling it? A mid-scope update
Yeah.
or whatever. And I like that it feels like it's not taking away any of his identity at all. I think he's gonna play the same way. It's just gonna be a change in items, and I think it's just updating him to play with the
You
items that are available now versus what was available in the past.
you really think his build's gonna change that much?
I think it's gonna change a couple of items here. I think his core items are gonna change.
Wait? You said his core
I don't
items
know.
will?
Yeah, I think they'll change a little bit. I don't think they're
I
gonna
don't know.
fucking like drastically change. What is he? I don't even know what he builds now. Let's look at the.
Well, it'd probably go. It's probably Bork, either
Yeah, they need to fix that.
Triforce.
They need to first off fix that fucking item. Let me just
What's wrong with that item?
OP as fuck on melees.
Things like Bork. Obviously, you can go Training Force or Sunderer, Death Dance, Sterix Gauge, Force of Nature. I know a lot of all these bruisers are building whatchamacallit, Jack Show, but Jack Show is changing, getting nerfed next patch for fighters. So that's
Yeah,
gonna change. But yeah, I think it's still I don't think it'll he's still gonna build like heavy AD. He's still a bruiser.
right. Okay, so yeah, when you look at his win rates, um, like Frozen Heart is in there. Like that's gonna go away. Frozen Heart's gonna go away out of his build for sure. Um, yeah, a lot of people are going Sunder, cooldown boots, Bork, and then you start looking at either Shojin or Death Dance, and then you're looking at more defensive items after that. I think you might see a Sterix gauge in place of Frozen Heart. There's an item that's getting Lifeline passive, and I don't remember
That's
what item
getting
is that.
one or another
In the
one.
patch notes, they're changing, they're giving it a Lifeline passive, and I don't remember what item it is. I saw it earlier.
Let me see. What is let me see. I want to see exactly. I feel like Sterix Gauge just sucks.
Oh, it's Archangel Staff's getting a Lifeline passive. That's right.
Oh, so okay. So there's so let me look up Sterix. Cause I feel like Sterix just
No one
sucks
builds Sterix right now.
compared just oh sure hold on Sterix Gauge. Cause the lifeline pat okay, so 400 health flat, and then gain bonus attack damage equal to 50% base AD. Okay. Lifeline, if you would take damage, you get a shield, and then you get 80% bonus health that decays for 4.5 seconds. But then Maw the Malmortius has a lifeline, but
Right.
I feel like Maw is just so much better.
It's so much better. Asterix is they need to actually do something with Asterix because literally no one's building it. Even the champions that should build it aren't building it because they just opt for something else.
I don't. I guess we'll see. I could see.
Yeah,
I think his build will probably still the same. Stay the same.
think so.
Yeah, I don't. Well, again, we'll have to see.
I know. Sometimes I feel like I have an idea of what I think is going to happen to a champion or whatever based on the notes, and then like the complete opposite fucking happens. I'm like, how does this make sense? um, for Jazzy, who mentioned another lifeline passive, it is they're basically bringing back old Seraph's the active that you had, except it's going to be a passive. I don't know if you remember the active that it had, where
Just
you
give you a
just hit it
shield.
and you would consume 20% of your mana to get a shield or whatever. And now I think you're getting 250 shield plus 20% of your mana or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 20% of your current mana. But it's gonna be a passive, so it's not gonna be an active like it was before. And they got rid of the heal that you were getting with it that they had brought in when they got rid of Catalyst. So
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you? Is this gonna make me want to play Jax? I used to play a lot of Jax jungle. It's pretty fun. Um, but yeah, let us know.
yeah,
Unless you have anything else, I think we're wrapping up
I
here.
don't really have anything else to go off on that, but I'm just curious. I wonder if Jax will be in the cinematic.
That'd be cool. I mean, he's from
I
a.
feel like
I think he's from Acathia.
is he?
He's old as shit. Let me
Dude,
see.
I don't know any of the regions anymore, man. There's so many regions and like so many champions have changed like their regions and what they're on. Like I don't know even where half these places are. I get Ixtal and Acathia confused and all the time and like I'm just so bad. I used to be like way more into it. Now it's like, oh fuck.
Right. He's let's see. But when the void call the champion sworn to the defense of Acathia. But when the void was unleashed against the Shreeman Empire's ascended host, Acathia was destroyed, leaving Jax without a home or purpose. He gathered the last light of Acathia, a symbol of his hope to one day defeat the void, and now travels the world searching for warriors strong enough to face the coming dark. So yeah, the fucking flame in his lantern is
Oh,
like
so it's Acathia.
he's like a millennia, like he's thousands of years old, like dude, and he's just kind of walking around.
I know that like Kog'Maw's passive is a Cathian surprise, but like I feel like Jax he is the Acathian surprise. Because like when he jumps on you out of a bush with Counter Strike,
Surprise.
you're fucking surprised. um,
No, I
yeah,
well,
does he still like eggs in his current lore?
oh,
Or what?
definitely loves eggs.
Okay.
I
Jax loves
mean,
eggs. I have no idea where that came from, but I love it.
if they have Void in the cinematic, Jax can be there
There.
fighting the Void.
It could be there. It would be cool to see Victor too, because I don't think they've put Victor in a cinematic before, right?
Mm-mm. So unless they do an arcane one,
And crossover, yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
so
If they did something like that, throwing a Victor in there, dude.
so that's it, guys.
That's all I got.
Let us know what you think. Like I said in the beginning, hit the link tree and come join the Discord. We're playing some games in there. I'm trying to stream more often. We're actually doing this episode live right now, so maybe we do this in the future, maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, also want to, as always, shout out the YouTube channel. We're putting up some more gameplay. We put up an awesome, like, slugfest of a fucking game. Where
Yeah, I watched it. It was pretty fun. I hadn't watched it, and I was like, "This is good. I like this."
our boy Asler came in and hard carried us. I'll give you a little sampler right here. He came in, I hadn't realized that I fucking didn't die that game. So that was, I don't know,
Oh, yeah, I
Ramus
forgot
OP
about
as
that. You
shit.
said that afterward. So yeah, I didn't die. I was like, Aslord won us the game.
No, Asler definitely ran us the game. I know, we chilled. It was a good game, guys. Go to the YouTube, sub to the YouTube if you haven't already. the gameplay is fun. We got another one coming out where I'm playing Shyvana and Tyler's playing Greggy in the top lane. That one's gonna be good. So sub on here, sub on wherever the fuck you're listening to this right now. Like, review, do the usual stuff. So
That's all I got.
I'm not gonna do Trump hands again. So until next week with the patch, enjoy your weekend and talk to you then.
Later, y'all.